It is week 25 on my Manjaro journey, and I'm walking up a hill. So excuse me if I get a little bit puffy, but I thought I'd start off the video and let you know I've kind of hit a milestone this week. I have lost over 4 stone since I started back in November. So I managed to lose 2.4 pounds this week, which has taken me from 17 stone, and now I am 12 stone, 12.6 pounds. So I'm under 13 stone, which I can't remember the last time that I was that weight. It's got to have been like, I don't even know, like I must have been less than 20. I think I hit uni, discovered sugary Alco Pops and takeaways, and just going out every night. And yeah, from there kind of the weight crept on and on and on. So yeah, it's pretty cool getting there, considering that I when I started doing this I was 17 stone, and I thought, what's a realistic target for me to lose weight? And I thought 14 stone would be good, because I'd previously got to 14 when I started running. Got to 14 and a couple of pounds, and I did that obviously without Manjaro. This was when I started running and I was 37, so I'm 44 now. Yeah, I did it naturally. It was great, but again, started creeping back on. My body kind of got used to how I tricked it into running and burning all those calories, and the weight came back on again over the years. And I thought 14 stone, that's a good target to go for, and I got to 14 stone. And then I was like, it's maybe 13 stone, maybe that's a possibility. And so I got to 13 stone, and now I'm less than 13 stone. I didn't even imagine that I'd be able to get to that amount and lose 4 stone in 25 weeks, so less than 6 months. But I've got there, and it seems to be that I'm kind of losing more without even trying. So I've managed to lose weight this past week without even trying. That's me being brutally honest. I only went out for one run on Friday. I did a 5k then, and I was going to go for a longer run on Saturday. So Thursday's my jab day, and so Saturday I was going to go for a long run, and I was like, no, I'm going to go and do some gardening instead, because that's the right thing to do. And I had the hedge trimmer out, and I decided to try and see if I could hack off a couple of fingers. These two here, I got them jammed in the hedge trimmer between some blades, and I had to, after the shock wore off, I had to walk around to a neighbour's basically to get them to dismantle this hedge trimmer because my fingers were stuck in the blades. Luckily it's turned out alright. I went to the hospital. Basically I just had to get some paper stitches on to kind of glue the bits back on, the little kind of flappy bits of skin that got wedged in there. But basically it's meant I've kind of had to let that heal a little bit, and I haven't gone out running. Haven't tried to be a bit delicate with them so that they heal a bit quicker. But that's my partial excuse for not going out running. But that doesn't excuse that I've probably eaten a little bit worse this week. In my past video I said, actually I've kind of tightened up calories, and I've not been massively over what my daily calories should be, what I'd kind of decided. And I have had a bit of chocolate. I don't know, I just kind of really felt it. So I went up to 12.5 milligrams last week, and didn't really feel massively different. If anything, I've probably maybe had slightly more urges, a little bit more food noise around chocolate. Someone brought some cake into the office and I had a bit, whereas when I first started Manjaro I would have said no. So I don't know, there's definitely some I don't know, my body's kind of getting used to it, or maybe bad habits are kind of lapsing back in. But you know, I've done that and I've had more calories, and again I've lost 2.4 pounds, which I don't quite, well, I know how it works, but I'm obviously still on a calorie deficit from what I was doing before. I might have a little bit of chocolate, but I'm not having a massive family shared chocolate, eating a whole pizza, whatever kind of stuff it is. I am eating healthier in the whole. So yeah, I've kind of got over that plateau that I had before, and I'm losing weight again. And that was without any exercising. So I don't know, I can't quite explain it. We obviously know what Manjaro does: suppresses the appetite, slows down digestion. Yeah, does a few other things in the body, but ultimately it's still working for me, and I'm still taking on much fewer calories than I was pre-Manjaro when I was 17 stone. So yeah, under 13 stone. I've got to go and get some more clothes again. Top stuff's not too bad, but the jeans I bought a couple of months ago, just a bit too loose and baggy now. And I definitely need to get a new belt. I've been making some notches on it, but basically it's got a big dangly bit at the end now, so definitely a new belt is called for. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I actually went into Next the other day with the family. It's not my kind of shop, I'm kind of like cheap and cheerful, but I tried on a jacket thing they had on there. I just picked one off the rail. I didn't have to worry about, am I going to get a really big one? Is it going to fit? And I put this one on and it looked really nice. And I'm thinking, you know what, before I just have to get one of the really like larger sizes, and that would have it just meant everything was accentuated. So the sleeves would be longer, the length would be longer, it'd have these big old like puffy shoulders out, just where it's kind of catered for someone who's meant to be, a completely different shape. But so I'm looking forward to going and get some new clothes. Can't believe I'm under 13 stone. I really haven't tried this week to lose weight, and it's helped. And maybe that's just like a little bit of a lesson there. If you're hitting a plateau, maybe reassess what your calories are, because your body might be kind of just getting used to a certain level. And I've said that before with doing exercise as well. If you keep running at the same tempo, at the same speed, your body kind of needs to have a little bit of a shock every so often. So mix in that kind of like speed work, hills, all that kind of stuff, and it'll help. But that's it. I hope you have a good week, and we'll see what happens. But cheers, have a good one, bye.